several representatives from Massachusetts and Arizona have introduced an Offshore Wind Jobs and Opportunity Act, which I think is a pretty good thing. This article is in the NorthAmericanWindPower.com. Link is in the show notes below. And it's pretty straightforward, and it's something I've been talking about. It's the Green Party's platform is a Green New Deal, and there's a lot of jobs to be had in wind and solar. And wind and solar is not some sort of sci-fi fantasy. It's happening right now. People are making profits off of it. People are benefiting from it here in America and around the world, and we need legislation to get behind this. And so this is a kind of encouraging thing. So Congresswoman Nikki Tsongas, a Democrat from Massachusetts, Congressman Bill Keating, a Democrat from Massachusetts, and Congressman Raul Grijalva, a Democrat from Arizona, recently introduced the Offshore Wind Jobs and Opportunity Act legislation designed to educate and train offshore wind workers. According to the lawmakers, the new federal grant program created by this legislation would assist colleges and universities, state and local governments, unions, and nonprofits with developing curricula, internships, health and safety programs, and other activities deemed appropriate by the Secretaries of Energy, Labor, Interior, and Education to develop an offshore wind workforce. The bill prioritizes grants to community colleges, organizations that service minority populations, and those helping workers from other industries transition to the offshore wind industry. It's fantastic. I'm all for it. If it's executed correctly and if it passes, this is something to petition your representatives to get behind and make sure they don't stuff it full of nonsense. Listen to Jennifer Briney and Congressional Dish to make sure that they don't pack it full of like, wind, we need to drone strike the Middle East more to help provide wind power. Wait, what? What was that one line? What did you say? We need a oil pipeline to carry oil to the wind farms in the Gulf of Mexico. Wait, no, don't put that in there. So make sure that they don't try to make it riddled with evil. But this thing is what we need to push for, and this is why we need to get behind progressive politicians that actually do stuff like this, that don't take money from the oil industry, or at least are paid even to just kind of look the other way. So this isn't some like crazy plan. And people are like, why do you got to put federal money behind everything? Sometimes federal money stimulates business, you know? And then you get the whole plan of giving money to community colleges. Then there's like, kids can go to school to work in green energy. Because as I've talked about before, green energy is a technology. And so it's constantly can be improved upon through innovation, which means you need research money put in there, which means you need people with smart, with good ideas to get together and come up with these ideas, which then also benefits jobs. It benefits the economy on any number of ways. The bill will help launch a new generation of American job seekers into highly skilled careers, notes Nancy Sopko, director of offshore wind at the American Wind Energy Association. We can repeat the success of land-based wind industry, now supporting more than 100,000 American jobs, by ensuring the United States workforce stands ready to harness this new ocean energy resource. So she's saying it right there. Skilled workforce. We've been shipping away skilled jobs for decades. Bill Clinton helped that. Reagan did that, Bush did that, Bill Clinton did that, George W. did that. Even Obama did it with TPP. So this is what we need, and this is so simple. Now, living in a corporate state, the corporate state doesn't want skilled jobs. They're like, uh-oh, that means high salaries and benefits. We don't want to pay that, which what they're doing is they're literally limiting, they're creating their own demise, basically. But this can be a very realistic thing, and this is the kind of stuff I want to see from these are all Democrats, right? This is what I want to see from the Democratic Party. If you're just creating the we're against Trump platform, Don't just tell me you're against Trump. I know Trump is not going to like this because he's an oil guy. Just come up with legislation that I'm down with. Come up with policies that I'm down with, and I'll vote for you. You know, but if you're going to be idiots, then no. Right? And there's companies like General Electric, you know, they're putting a lot of money into this. I've talked to this before. New York City commits, the state of New York commits $1.4 billion to renewable energy. Big companies are getting involved if you show them the profitability of it. And we could put every American to work. Anyone that doesn't have a job, you could have a job as a very skilled worker on any number of jobs. Just think about the planning, the design of this, the infrastructure to capture the energy and distribute it. Look at all the jobs we're talking about, all the engineering jobs, just the labor jobs. And these are skilled labor jobs. Think about it. Not just hundreds, I mean, they're talking about hundreds of 100,000 American jobs. We could do millions if the whole country got behind this, if we had real leaders. The whole country. Massachusetts Senate President pro tempore Mark R. Pacheco, a Democrat from Taunton, founding chair of the Massachusetts State Senate Committee on Global Warming and Climate Change, adds, "We must educate, train, and prepare our workforce for a true clean energy future. Offshore wind is a multi-billion-dollar industry right within our grasp." So we can save the planet and make a bunch of money, put a bunch of people to work. One that will bolster our economy and create hundreds of thousands of jobs. As a legislator in the coastal state of Massachusetts, I understand the benefit that offshore wind provides for my state and, indeed, the rest of the country. Our workforce must be prepared to meet the needs of this supply chain. A workforce for a true, clean energy future. That's how you sell it to the American people. Jobs. Not hippies save the earth, even though we should be saving the earth. If you say, I can give everybody a job and we save the earth, then people will get behind it. So you don't need to preach to the choir at the hippies. Get regular working class Americans to get on board with climate change and show them that they can help stop it by having a really good high paying job. Jobs that are here in America. We have to build this in here. We could be at the forefront of this. We could ship this technology and this equipment off to other countries. So, thank you for supporting this show and wanting to hear about stories like this that, you know, is MSNBC going to talk about this bill? Or are they too busy talking about Russia and Stormy Daniels and whatever distraction of the day we got? All right, Trump fucked a porn star. Yeah, he's a disgusting bag of shit. If he committed a crime there, if he did anything, great. Let's lock him the fuck up. But the planet's dying, and without breathable air and drinkable water, it won't matter what the Russia probe says. I don't know if you're aware of that. Rachel Maddow. Or the morons at Fox. So, thanks for watching this show, and don't forget you can support it at the Patreon link below. And like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.